Book of Hebrews, nobody knows who the author is of this book. A lot of people speculate that it is Paul, but nobody knows for sure. The way it's written, it kind of sounds like Paul to me, but that's just my opinion. So this was written after Jesus ascended into heaven. So you have to remember the temple ways are in dismay right now in this time when Hebrews was written. Church was getting refigured by the church, by the people at the time, on what it should look like. Because when Jesus was crucified and ascended to heaven, the way church was done is different. And that's what offended a lot of people about the old apostles, about the time of Jesus, was because the way church was done was changed. Now the Holy Spirit dwells in us, and we're the temple of God. There's no longer a physical temple needed. To this day, we don't have a temple because we are the temple of God. God gives us His Holy Spirit to dwell in us and to teach us, but we also have to go to church. And right here, we'll read through Hebrews real quick. People were learning what it meant to go to church, who the church was, where it's going. So when Hebrews was written, it was probably very chaotic. And every time Christians met together, people like Paul, before he was converted, tried to kill them and persecute them. So they were kind of in hiding. They would go to homes instead of to actual synagogues. I think this was written for the people who wanted to just give up and be like some of people we know that are just sitting at home and gave up on going to church because maybe they were hurt or they quite don't understand, or church isn't ran the way they want it to, so on and so forth. So let's jump right in. So this is Hebrews 10:23 through 25. Let us hold tightly without wavering to the hope we affirm, for God can be trusted to keep His promise. Let us think of ways to motivate one another to acts of love and good works. And let us not neglect our meeting together as some people do, but encourage one another, especially now that the day of His return is drawing near. Right off the bat, pops out to me automatically is to motivate one another. You can't motivate each other. You can't grow in your faith if you're all alone sitting on your couch following God or discipling, being a disciple of Jesus. It just doesn't work like that. And then two, where do you serve? How do you serve others? What are you doing there at home? Maybe you are serving. Maybe you do something all by yourself in the community. But wouldn't it be a lot easier if there was more people there to help you to grow and to get to know